not only does it kind of relate to mosquitoes, but it also relates to spring cleaning. So if you're, looking around your yard and your garage area and you have scrap tires that you need to get rid of, this event is for you. It is the Scrap Tire Disposal Day, and it will be Saturday, April 15th from 9 a.m. to noon at Uricksville. It's going to be located behind the Uricksville Water Park. We will have some signage and some staff there to point folks to the proper place. But again, it's the Tuscarawas County Health Department Scrap Tire Disposal Day, Saturday, April 15th from 9 a.m. to noon or until we are at capacity. Sometimes we get so many tires that we've filled all of our hoppers by 11 or 11:30 a.m. So I do have to put that disclaimer there. But again, it's going to be in Uricksville, behind the Uricksville Water Park. What we ask is that we don't want any semi or tractor tires, and please do not have rims on the tires. It is free for any county resident to drop off tires up to 10 tires per vehicle load. And it's not for disposal of tires by businesses or corporations. If you're a business or corporation, we ask that you please don't use this event to dispose of your tires. This is primarily for Tuscarawas County residents. And of course, this event is made possible thanks to our staff here at the Tuscarawas County Health Department, working with our great partners at the City of Uricksville, at Kimball, at Liberty Tire, and at the Tuscarawas County Sheriff's Office. All of these groups help to make this possible. And going back to that mosquito point that you made, Brad, this event is funded in part by a grant from the Ohio Environmental Protection Agency to help reduce mosquito breeding grounds. Because, when you have scrap tires laying around outdoors, water likes to collect in there. And, that pesky bug that tries to ruin all of our barbecues outside is the mosquito, and they love that stagnant water. So it's just a great idea. It's springtime. Go ahead, clean up, get rid of those scrap tires at this event on April 15th, and also help reduce the amount of areas where mosquitoes might congregate and create a big colony after breeding. So this also helps, like I said, to, reduce the mosquito population. So it's a win-win event. It gets your yard clean and helps reduce mosquitoes at the same time.
It's hard to find a tire disposal place, and if you get them in the right hands, they can do a lot of good things with them, with crumbs and that sort of thing. So it is a win-win. So that's very good. So tell me about next.
We make sure they're properly recycled.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what is next week? We've got April Fool's Day, but I don't think that's what's on your calendar for next week. What do you have?
No. Yeah, I'm glad you asked. April 3rd through 9th next week is National Public Health Week. And it's a time when, we just like to celebrate everything that those of us in public health are always doing. We're always working here at the Tuscarawas County Health Department behind the scenes to really help our community. We want to help prevent injuries. We want to help prevent illness. We want to promote, your good health to the best way possible. We want to make sure, that our food and water sources, drinking water sources, are safe. Those are all things we're doing behind the scenes every day here at the Tuscarawas County Health Department. And National Public Health Week just gives us a time to celebrate that. And, we recently released our annual report here at the Tuscarawas County Health Department. And just to give some people some ideas of the things that we do, last year in 2022, we were able to serve 1,111 WIC clients. We were able to give out 134 free car seats and boosters to eligible families. Thankfully, we were able to receive nearly $2 million in grant funds in 2022.
Wow.
And that's just our folks, working hard, trying to find the grants we're eligible for, applying for those, and then using those grants to better serve our community. It is the grants that make it possible for us to do this Scrap Tire Disposal Day, for example. It's the grants that make it possible for us to serve WIC clients and to provide the car seats and boosters. We also, in 2022, did 897 food service inspections. Now, that is a lot in Tuscarawas County. Our environmental health specialists are always going out and inspecting, the local restaurants,
Mm-hmm.
gas stations, grocery stores, markets, food trucks, just to make sure that the basic safety standards are being met and to educate. A lot of times we have new restaurant owners and they're not sure of everything they need to do to make everything as safe as possible. So our health specialists will go in there and not only inspect, but also if there are areas where they can improve, they're going to provide that education because really we want everybody to succeed, but to succeed in a way that keeps our food sources as safe as possible, here in the county. Also in 2022, we gave out 6,292 vaccines. And that is not just COVID-19 vaccines. Those are also the vast number of back to school vaccines that we provide, the HPV vaccines that we provide to help prevent, cervical cancers and other types of cancers, and just many vaccines that we're always, providing to keep folks protected against serious illness and disease.
Mm-hmm.
We gave out 553 Narcan kits in 2022, and we do know for sure that 62 overdose reversals were recorded in 2022, thanks to our Narcan efforts. And so, that's 62 times that someone was able to be revived from an overdose, and those persons were able to have another chance to choose recovery, another chance to hug a loved one. So, we're just so thankful for, the support of our community. The community levy does provide anywhere from 22 to 24% of our annual income, depending on the year. In 2022, the levy did provide 22% of our income. We're so thankful to the Tuscarawas County community members who make that possible.
Yeah.
And of course, we're so thankful, to all the grants that we're able to receive and the programs that make those services possible so that we can continue to be here at the Tuscarawas County Health Department, just, serving the community the best way we can.
Yeah. Yeah. And you talked about the vaccinations and so forth. I know COVID is not what it once was, not the number one story every day, which is good, but it's still around. And you just wanted to, I think, kind of give a brief heads up to people as we start to get out and about with better weather and have the Easter holiday coming up, right?
Right, right. As the weather gets better, it's such a positive thing to see, and we tend to get out more. There are more activities and festivals, as well as, of course, Easter right around the corner, and then before long will be Mother's Day and graduations. It's just so important to remember COVID-19 is still here. It can still cause very serious illness, especially for those who have chronic conditions and those who are 65 and older. So please continue to be aware that COVID-19 is still here and take, precautions whenever possible. We also currently have a lot of stomach flu going around in the community. We're seeing more strep being diagnosed and more bronchitis and other types of respiratory illnesses, and not to mention allergy season, Brad.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
some of those allergies, turn into sinus infections. So it's so critical that if you're sick, please stay home. You can make a phone call. You can connect with people online instead. So do stay home if you're sick. That's one of the easiest things we can do to help prevent the spread of any kind of infection. But also washing your hands. And if you're not able to wash your hands, having sanitizer readily available to sanitize regularly, especially if you're handling food or, preparing foods. Ventilation is a critical thing. Something as simple as, running a continuous fan in your house when there are people over, cracking a window or a door, or opening a window all the way if the weather's nice enough.
Mm-hmm.
Those types of things do help keep the spread of germs down within a home or any kind of closed space. And of course, vaccination. Anyone who has not had their updated COVID-19 booster, since the beginning of September, like if you have not had a COVID-19 booster after September 1st of 2022, then most people are eligible for that booster. And we would encourage you to get that because we do know that the COVID-19 booster and vaccination is very effective and safe at preventing serious illness and death. Right now in Ohio, the majority of those persons who are passing away due to COVID are those who are not vaccinated and those who are not updated on vaccination. So, we do still encourage that vaccination as another infection control measure. But overall, we want people to have fun. Have fun and spread joy and spread goodness with your loved ones and friends over these upcoming spring holidays and gatherings. And please don't spread germs. So let's spread the joy and not the germs.
All right. We'll spread the joy germ. How's that?
That sounds good. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. All the smiles, those are good. That smiles are infectious in a good way. Let's spread that and leave the germs at home.
All right, we appreciate it. Well, Jen, thanks a lot, and you have yourself a good day, and we'll talk to you again soon. All right.
All right. Thank you so much, Brad. And if anyone wants more information about the Tuscarawas County Health Department, you can visit us online on Facebook or at www.tchdnow.org. Have a great day, Brad.
All right. Thank you. We'll do that. That's Jennifer Demuth, who is the Director of Health Promotion and Community Relations from the Tuscarawas County Health Department here on our 830 High Beam.